Hello, everyone. So I just wanted to share this space with you guys. Um, I'm on my walk, and I'm gonna be very honest with you. I'm just gonna be honest. I got the download to make this video a really long time ago, and really have been putting it off. And I think a lot of it has to do with me making sure that I'm in the right space to even talk about it, because it's a very interesting topic, and if you've clicked on the link, maybe you kind of like understand what I mean by that. Like, we're talking about this spiritual ego. Now, I guess now I'm seeing maybe a little bit more why it's relevant, but that's another topic. What do I mean by spiritual ego? So there are many different facets that play into this, and it's really a quantum topic. It's a very deep topic, and something that we could go very deep into. And really, what I'm being shown now is something else. Keep your eye out. So yeah, understand that I'm just kind of scratching the surface with what I'm saying. But when we look at the spiritual community and we look at those leading and healing and creating spaces, right? A sound heart knows a sound heart. And what do I mean by that? Maybe the mourning dove just flew over and told me what? Literally, mourning dove just flew over. When you can still your heart and mind in such a way that you can observe what you're thinking without being persuaded by your emotional state of being, so you maintain a centeredness moving through reality, as opposed to getting pulled or polarized in one direction or another. Life truly is about balance. So when we look at how to handle certain situations or how to approach certain interactions, there's no wrong way. And that's extremely important to remember, right? There's no wrong way to show up. However, there is a such thing as spiritual ego, and ascension masters or gurus or those leading who have the ability, and we all have this capacity, mind you. It's not just this group of people, it's just this group of people tend to lean in this polarized direction, right? They do have the ability to develop a spiritual ego, just like our ego, which is a personality. It's an identification. And oftentimes tied into that is a level of like narcissism. And it is tied into the personality's identification on the core level. And so this is not all, but there are some and a lot in the community that kind of have this hierarchical thinking when it comes to creating communities, right? And what I mean by that is thinking that they are somehow better than, in some way, than someone else just because of where they are spiritually. And that's what I mean by spiritual ego. Is like, just because you've been meditating for 30 years doesn't mean someone who's been meditating for 2 days can't ascertain the same level of knowledge that you have in 30 years. That is foolish thinking, right? And why I say that is because we are now multidimensional. We are now multidimensional. So the aspect of time no longer exists in the way that we perceive it, the way that the human mind perceives it. We have to move to the higher mind, the heart, the higher heart, even if you want to go a step further, unifying both minds, right? And be able to see that some people are here to wake up extremely fast. And that's going to begin to happen a lot right now and the times coming forward, because that's what Earth needs. So it doesn't mean that the 30 years of practice that you have had is negated by their little practice in comparison, right? It's just understanding that your journey took 30 years and theirs didn't take that long if you want to perceive it in the way that, in the linear time frame that you're perceiving it. Because how do you know that their last lifetime wasn't one of extreme trauma and they died knowing what they needed to do? And so when they awoke this lifetime, they knew exactly what to do and exactly which direction to go that led them exactly where they were. So you can't take that away from someone else. And this is just a topic that I guess has really been true to my heart, and I've been sitting with it I'm going to be very honest. I've been sitting with the spiritual ego for a couple years. And that's why I guess I've been doing a lot of my own inner work, because I don't want to come from that space, because I think in another lifetime I've come from that space thinking that my spirituality, or like where I was on a spiritual level, was better than someone else's. And at the end of the day, it's not. We're all fucking human here, all right? We're all human on Earth. It doesn't matter whether you are the god of this or the goddess of that, or you were, this angel or that angel. It doesn't matter. Any of that doesn't matter, because we are here on Earth experiencing it. So if we can set aside what we used to be and see that we're all human now, maybe we can awaken to the fact that we're all light beings incarnated on Earth. We're all the children of the light on Earth. And that's really what we are. We got to remember that. We got to remember that we are all here to live free with love, and the ability to express that freely with love. And the thing is, here, I can kind of feel some people watching this like, well, what about all the pain and trauma, people are doing now? That's not yours to experience, is it? That's not yours to worry about. Why should you worry about something that is not physically affecting you, other than sending love and light to those who are affected by it? See what I mean? It's like attached unattachment. Understanding we're a hive mind. We're all one mind. That's kind of what unity consciousness means. Think about it. Hear me out. You're a human, right? Hope so. If not, you're a robot. We got other conversations to have. I love you. So you're human. You have to live at least a heart and some brain, right? If you're on this telephone, if you're on this screen watching this video, you have a heart and you have a mind. You at least have something to listen to. You can absorb this information somehow. You can get this vibration into your body some way. We are all interconnected like that, period. Because it doesn't matter where you are on Mother Earth is still below you. So through that medium, right, alone, we are all interconnected. One consciousness, one hive mind through the heart. So yeah, that's just a really powerful message to take into account into your existence, Something that I live by. I see the oneness in everything. Yes, I have my own faults. I am not fucking perfect, all right? Far from it, quite literally. Why I've had such a hard time doing anything in my life And also why I have so much passion and so much drive now that nothing's going to stop me. And by that, I just mean stop me from like fulfilling my my purpose, my mission, my dream, living my dream, quite literally. You know, I think sometimes light workers get lost in what my mission is and forget that it's actually about living. That is your mission. It's live life. Are you having fun? Is it joyful you? Does it fill you up with joy? Are you waking up every day and be like, this is what I want to do? I'm having fun. Or are you waking up and be like, I feel like this is what I'm supposed to do out of obligation? I live by that. Our household lives by this. And we have been working so beautifully together. We live by this. Do not do anything out of obligation. Don't. If you feel obligated, do not do it. Don't. Because it's not coming from your heart. Feeling like it's an obligation comes from your lower mind. You think you're supposed to do it. Well, I don't really want to, but because of this, and this, okay. You just made excuses. Your heart's telling you no, and you just made excuses for why you're doing it. Doesn't that seem like contradictory? You know, just something that's on my mind, I guess. All right. I'm gonna keep this short. I'm arriving home. It's time for me to be with my family. I love you all. Thank you for listening. I wish that this may spread light into reality in however way that needs to do its work. I hope that it does what it's meant to do. I guess hope leaves room for doubt, so thank you for spreading light on my shadow. It's right there. See it? It's always there. You just gotta see it. Infinite love, infinite light, infinite movement, my friends. Namaste.